Hey everybody, this is Amy from Motion Studio. I'm here to go over the weekly master plan to-do list for the week of August 8th. Hopefully you've had a great week prior and getting ready to go into another best week ever with us here. So let's get in and look at all the goodies that are included in this week's master plan and how we can best use them. All right. So our marketing activity for this week that I would recommend is delivering flyers for our recreational preschool session, which we've been talking about for a couple weeks now. We talked about how we can get that set up. We talked about why it's important because it can bring in new students all year, our most important students, our most high value students, and the students that have the potential to stay with us the longest because they're the youngest. So it's just a great way to keep new bodies coming in all year that can stay around potentially then for the next 18 years or 15 years. So if you haven't already created your flyer, I included that link again to the template where you can grab that and put your own pictures in and your own information in on Canva. And if you're just joining us and you haven't started working on a recreational preschool program yet, I've included the link to the ebook about exactly how you can quickly and easily get that going. The administrative side is quick and easy to put it together. It might take time to build as you actually go out into the community and talk to studio or to preschool directors and start to build those relationships there. So that part could take time. I would recommend investing that time and really growing those relationships. Look around in the community, find all of the preschools and appropriate daycares, maybe if you have some in your area that are nicer, so that you can start to build that program. So this will take you through every step, every action to take to get that done. And at the bottom there, I've even got links to some tools to help you. So there is a letter template here for preschool administrators to kind of explain the program to them and why it's important, why it's beneficial. That's really what matters, is to communicate the benefit that your students are going to receive. So this goes over how it is developmentally beneficial to those. And same here in the letter to the preschool parents, why it is so important. The kids are exposed to activities like dance before they're 5 years old, and a spreadsheet to help you keep track of all of those preschool partnerships that you have created. So you can put in the contact information for each preschool, how many flyers to bring to them when it's time to hand out, and any notes. That just makes it quicker and easier to get those flyers out when it's time to do so. So coming over to our team activity, this kind of crosses over into recital planning, but this is a great week if you're doing a December recital to get all that song and costume information in. And I know that seems crazy early, but there is a plan, there is a strategy here. We want to have that soon enough to get the costume book put together so everybody can see what that is before we start asking for money for the costumes that they're going to use, and before we do crazy class week where we invite different people to try different classes, because that can create a lot of excitement and actually increase your enrollments. So we want to get that done early and we want to be organized about it. The song and costume choices can go into the costume, or excuse me, the recital planning spreadsheet here. So there's lots of different tabs here. We're going to use this all through our recital planning. And you can pre-fill the classes if you want, or have your teachers put that in. And over here we can add information about what costume we're wanting to use. Again, that might be something you choose, that might be something your teachers choose, but there's a place for everything. And as we plan the rest of the recital, there is a tab for everything here. So we're going to have our information all organized in one place. It's not going to be scattered around. It's going to be instantly shareable and easy to use. All right, bumping over to our office admin. Hopefully we've got our main tasks put on the calendar on the same day every month, like collecting auto pays, calling about overdue accounts, applying late fees, sending account statements for the coming month, things like that. So this is on the 10th is when I like to apply any late fees. Hopefully, if our auto pays are running well and we're on top of communicating with people about things like expired cards, then hopefully we'll have very few late fees if any to add. That's kind of a maybe indication of how we as the studio owners are doing as far as keeping organized with the auto pays. Additionally, I would recommend, if you're doing your December recital, that the costume rental fees get on those accounts for September. So we need to get them on there before the 15th. So they show up on the statement to show what they are going to be charged on the 1st. People don't like money surprises, and I like to be really, really organized with communication about charges and accounts. So if you haven't already, you might think about doing the costume rental program for a December show. All right. If you're not already doing 2 shows a year, I really highly encourage it. I know it's extra work, but if you're following Studio Planner Pro's master plan, we've got it all bite-sized pieces planned out throughout the year, so we're not going to get a big pile of overwhelm. And it's going to keep your students engaged and motivated. It's going to keep money flowing in, and it's going to be a great marketing center for you as well as profit center. So maybe really consider adding that second show year. We do ours December and June. They're exactly balanced out in the year, and it has worked really well. I will say, though, that I'm not comfortable personally charging my studio families full price for 2 whole sets of costumes for recital. I find that for some people it's cost prohibitive to buy the brand new costumes for both shows. So creating a costume rental program has been a real win-win for my studio. I profit off of it almost as much as I do selling the brand new costumes, and they are paying a fraction of what they would be for the brand new costumes. So we do costume rental program during the, for the December show, and then we buy brand new costumes that they purchase from us for the show in June. So we kind of get the best of both worlds. Kids are happy to get to keep those in June. Parents are happy not to spend so much for December. So I have laid out here exactly how I got that started, every step of what I did and how the money works out, what the potential is for profit. So if you haven't read that yet, do so. This is available for purchase in the store on studioplannerpro.com. If you are viewing this as a sample here, if you are a member, then this is available to you for free, this ebook. So just showing you everything, even about how I store my costumes. There's a picture here of the rack that we designed and built, because this whole wall has 3 layers of costumes, so that I can store a lot in a small space and not be paying a lot of money to store the costumes. The original racks we put up, because costumes are heavy, landed on the floor within a couple weeks. So we went back in and we built this where you can see there's actually a piece of wood going vertically with a hole in it for the dowel rod to go through. And those are every 3 feet, I think, along the whole wall, so that the weight of the costumes is completely supported and we can get a ton on there. So it goes through how to size and prepare your costumes for the students, how to take care of them, how to clean them, and how to make sure that they last you a long time and you make the most profit off of the program. So definitely something to think about if you don't already have that going. Read through there. Going into recital planning. Again, we're working on it early so that we can build a lot of excitement around it. And right away, as we get out that costume preview book and everything else that's going to be centered around our recital, we want some strong branding. So as we're deciding what songs and costumes we're using, and if there's a theme, we want to go ahead and pick a logo and pick a set of colors and carry that theme through everything we do. So everything has a strong look, from the cover of our costume book that we put out, to our program, to our tickets, to our t-shirts. Everything is branded, themed, and awesome. So Audra has created a video here for you about how to use Canva to do that, to pick your colors and then keep them consistent through all of these different designs. So definitely check that out. It is a great resource for you. Alrighty, and coming over to finance this week, as always, I have included the 15-minute Financial Friday worksheet. Now, of course, you can use this on any day. I'm a fan of alliteration, and so I love things like Marketing Monday, Team Tuesday, and Financial Friday, but you can use it whenever you want. You can use it every week or just a couple weeks out of the month. It's a great way to get a quick snapshot of where you are right now, where you're going to be at the end of the month, because we're taking into account what's already been paid, what hasn't been paid, and what's coming in and what has already come in. We can get a nice full big picture, and we can do it pretty quickly by filling in these blanks, finding this information and filling in these blanks. And hopefully you're using the cash flow spreadsheet that shows us our projected versus our actual expenses and income that we can take and plug into this worksheet as well. All right. Finally, we have a big promo going. So if you are not yet a yearly member, you should jump over and check it out at studioplanner.com/dance-studio-success-master-plan and see about all of these goodies that we're giving away if you join right now by August 15th. Free live weekly coaching on Zoom meetings. You can join me here and ask any questions that you have and let me really personally help you build and grow your studio. Of course, you get the weekly to-do list, the master plan weekly to-do list. And we're going to give you some resources to help you really get a jump. But we're really only looking for some serious studio owners that are really serious about growing their business this year, being the CEO, being in control, treating their studio like a real business to really serve people. If that's something you're interested in, you can apply here. Some of the tools that we're going to give you to jumpstart your studio growth are the program to show you how to get the same amount of tuition every month, all year long, and still do summer programs to help bolster it, that you don't have to rely on. You don't have to squirrel any money away all year and worry and stress about summer. You get to have the money, enjoy the summer because you'll still have free time, and add camps for extra income. And then 2, we're going to show you how you can quickly set up a very passive system for getting new trial students in the door and following up with them throughout the year. And then 3, of course, we're going to stick with you all year long, 52 weeks of the master plan, access to our Google Calendar where you can see the entire year at once and get a big overview of where we're going with what we're doing, and the weekly master planning, throughout which you get every resource that I've ever created that I have put together for you. A lot of it is in the store and you could buy it piecemeal. A lot of it you can't get unless you have that membership. So just tons of value throughout the year. Every single week we'll be delivering. Check out everything about all of those bonuses, and you'll get the beautiful Studio Planner Pro planner designed just for studio owners, designed to go right along with our master plan weekly to-do list system so that you can break down your tasks and put them into the schedule in a way that works for you. And not to mention, it is just really beautiful. So you'll get that PDF that you can print just for applying. Everybody that's interested can go over and get that right now. And if you're accepted, we will include all of the bonuses as well. So I hope that you are having a great day. I hope that you have a great week. We would love to hear from you on Facebook or at support@studioplannerpro.com.